Alrighty, let's set up an expression for this problem and go ahead and solve once we find a value for m. All right, this says the length of Interstate 90 from the west coast to the east coast is 535 miles. Sorry, 535 miles more than 2 times the length of Interstate 15 from Southern California to northern Montana. Let m be the length of Interstate 15, and we're trying to write an expression for this. All right, so let's go back and let's try to wrap our head around what's going on here. So if it's me, I typically read a phrase or word problem about 3 times or more if I need to still wrap my head around what it's saying. So we know Interstate 90 is 153.5 miles more than 2 times the length of Interstate 15. And we know that m, they gave us a variable to represent Interstate 15. The variable m is going to represent Interstate 15. All right, so once again, try to wrap our head around what's going on here. So 153.5 miles more than, let's think about what more than tells us. Does that tell us addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? If you said addition, you're correct. More than, right? We're adding more than. And then more than 2 times the length. That word is pretty straightforward. What does times tell us? Times tells us multiplication, right? All right, so let's try to develop an expression here then, if this is true. So 2 times the length of Interstate 15. That means I'm going to do 2 times m, right? Because Interstate 15 is represented by the variable m, as it says in that last sentence. And then, so it's 2 times more than that, so 2 times m. And then it's 153 more than that. So do you guys understand why now we would add the 153.5 to that? So this would be our expression. And the thing about addition and multiplication is they're commutative. So you could have switched the order if you did 153.5 plus 2m. That would also work as well. So let me just write that as an option so you guys understand that would also work. Either way, when we plug in our variable, we would get the same answer. All right, so those are 2 options for you. And then whenever you have what m equals, you would just plug it right in. I'm going to give you an example that doesn't tie to this. And remember, you guys can totally use calculator, so use a calculator. I'm going to say that m equals 100. I'm just going to make it easy. All right, so then I would just plug it in. You can use either one of those expressions. So I would do 153.5 plus 2 times 100. Remember, we don't just put the 100 next to that 2 to make it 2100. No, it has to be 2 times 100. Anytime we see a number next to a variable, that means multiplication. All right, so order of operations tells me to multiply first. 2 times 100 is 200. And then 200 plus 153.5. And that would equal, and remember, if you needed to, you can definitely use your calculator. That would equal 353.5. All right? And remember, my examples, I'm helping you guys set up the expression, but I'm going to want you guys to plug in those values by yourself and solve. That's why I'm doing examples different than the values you have in your assignment. All right, hope that helped you.